Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to face Brewer's House Party.
The weekend is upon us, and I'm just seeing my hair. It's not that good, but hello, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for joining us. We're going to see who is joining us for a minute, see if anybody actually knows it. I'm going to put my glasses on just in case that we actually notice. Lovely. And Linda Thomas is back with us. Jennifer, Jacob, or Mick from Leicester. Hello, darlings. How are you? And we have got some super guests. Actually, I'm really looking forward to today because this is going back a little bit in time. In fact, over 20 odd years. As people are linking on, Debbie Cottrell, hello, darling. Darren Butterfield, hi, mate. How are you? Paula Ord, say hello to Rose. And happy Good Friday. Yes, Stacey, how are you? Afternoon. Steve Collar, all coming in now. Lynn Hawker, hello, Linny. How are we? And hope they're all well. And as we click in and to come on, and nice to see you. So, hello, Anne from Wigan. What I know. Right. So, Carol Green. Carol, you've got too much time on your hands, darling. Tracy Arnold, afternoon. You're all flying on. And thank you for joining us. It is Friday once again. Afternoon, Fraser. How are you, dear? How are you? Tremendous voice, Fraser. Tremendous. Rock and roll the summer. Aren't we all? Katie, Linda Jean, crikey, you're flying. We can't even catch up. Kate, you're back. Hello, Hillary. Lonely. Don't say that, Hillary. Don't be lonely. That's why you're here. Anthony Pitt. Good to hear your voice. Anthony, I'll write about you if you good to hear my voice. Pete Saunders. Julie, how are you, Julie? Sam Day. Crikey, I can't even keep up. I don't even Nigel can keep up the buzzer. So, look, we have got some lovely friends on today. Let's say hello to them very briefly. Let's bring them on, Nigel. Nigel's looking after us. Jack Jenkins is with us. John Cokes from the past and Andy Mossack, traveller, blogger, and not a fashion designer. Obviously, by that shirt. How are you, Andy?
Yeah, good, thanks, matey. Very good. Everything okay?
I'm looking forward to talking to you because you've just turned a pensioner, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly.
You really have, and I even rang you to say Happy Pensioners Day. So how about
you did? That? Yeah, and my freedom pass has turned up, so I'm ready to go.
Your bus pass. Think of all the travel you will be going.
Can't wait on a circular tour. No,
you're
can't
not
wait.
allowed out of about a mile area at this moment. Even up at home, isn't it, Jack? Even at home, we have to be strictly supervised. Please now tell us. Why are you in Lowestoft when you live in Great Yarmouth? I mean, we're talking 4 miles. We're not talking a lot of miles, are we? Well, that's what they are saying. How are you, Jack?
I'm good, thank you, Mark. Yes.
Yes, I'm looking forward to hearing you. Are you in your caravan?
Yeah, I am, yes, yeah.
It's like a gypsy, John. Some people have got to learn to buy leaf potters and get a house and get a new life, as you did. Yes, Jack?
Yeah, there has to be always one person in the team living in a caravan, and as soon as James obviously moved out, I had to take the role.
Yes, you are, Jack, and we look forward to talk to you in a minute. John Coates, it's smashing to see you after 20 years, and it's incredible. And it looks like you've not actually put any weight on, mate.
I haven't. No, I'm still anorexic. I'm still.
Certainly are, John.
I'm still.
I'm really looking forward to talking to you. And all of you, Andy, John, and Jack, come back in a few minutes. We'll be talking to every one of them. So we have some birthdays. Nigel's got some birthday pictures, and hopefully, if there's anyone we miss, I'm going to look. Dave Little, that's Dave who runs Glaze in Beccles. He's with his partner, husband Kevin. Big friends of the Wolves. It was his birthday yesterday or the other day. So David, and there is Diane Archer with Nanny Ivy. Nanny Ivy, the beautiful Diane Archer. Happy birthday to you. And Elaine, look, with Nick, Lisa, and Janine. There we are. Elaine, happy birthday to you. Holly Morgan, big happy birthday to you, Holly. Looking stunning there. That's Kerry, and that's Dan. Rob, I think that's Rob. And that's the boys there. Megan Bowers, a big happy birthday to you, Megan. She was 50 yesterday, Sarah. And obviously, she needed the Green Goddess to help her out to get B50, but that's with her girls there, Courtney and Lucy. Tracy Coxell, big happy birthday to you. Another big Potters gathering. Tamsin, happy birthday to you, Tamsin. One of the Potters workers. Look, comedian Ian Lark, entertainer, great entertainer. Ian Larkin, a big happy birthday to you. We're on the Potters. Vicky, how are you, Vicky? And her kids, lovely. I think that's from Stanford Lee Hope. I think they are. So a big happy birthday to you. Is there anyone I've forgotten? Stacey Patrick, ex-Potters, is her birthday today. I do remember that. And I believe we covered it. I think we covered it. So big happy birthday. Jane, it's your birthday Sunday. Jane Patricia Burns, happy birthday, darling. Steve, we know. We had you up, Steve. In fact, we'll have to have you on, Steve, madam, so we can talk about Nards. So we'll try and do that next time. Abigail says it's my uncle's birthday tomorrow. Ian, can you say, please, yes, happy birthday, Ian. That's Abby's uncle. Diane, lovely to see you, darling. Vicky, happy birthday, Diane. Vic Taylor, yes, it was your birthday. I didn't read that one. Had a crush on Mark when I was at Green Sands Pond. Don't you, but Anita, now you tell me. That's 30, no, probably 40 years ago. Well, my wife can't even believe you would have a. She's seen pictures of me when I was little. Can you wish John a happy birthday? Yes, I can. John, happy birthday to you, Jono. I didn't say 30th, John. 30th birthday. Come on, you Irons, John. Come on. And aren't they doing well? You can't believe it. You cannot believe how it's going. So a big happy birthday to everyone who's celebrating today and this week and obviously for the future, some tomorrow. Derek, how are you, dear? Nice to talk to you. Darren Oates, I'm watching from Sunderland. Darren, well done, mate. Well done. So, yes, we seem to be all over. Ray Mitchell, you can't believe how well we're doing, can you, mate? Being a true West Ham supporter there, it's hard to believe. I haven't even got Johnny Mack on, and I should have done, to talk about how badly Tottenham's doing. West Ham are above Tottenham. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Not as good as Man United. What's a minute? You don't talk about teams like United and City and Liverpool because they are all struggling. West Ham are playing soon. I think, can we play? We've got As Alison, thank you for the video. Thanks for the video. Yes, I did. Steve Madams just booked for August. Well done, Steve. And we look forward. We're going to come to it. I'll wear my shirt for you. Stacey, baby arriving. Does that count? Wow, you must be. You can't wait. That's what I can say, Stacey. If you have only got about a week to go for your birth, you are big and hanging in there. So good luck with that. Jennifer Money, Johnny's probably still singing somewhere. Yes, he is, Jenny. Ray Mitchell, Tottenham Arsenal. Yeah, I know, we're all laughing at Ray. So we've had your messages. Let's quickly talk to Jack Jenkins, and then I'll go to my proper guest. That's not saying, Jack, you're not a proper guest.
I know fully where I stand in this.
Yeah, you're going to probably be the gypsy of our family.
Yeah.
It's really what it's like now, isn't it? Are you the only one in Potters in a caravan staying? I mean, is anybody else there? I think most of the team's gone. I
mean, of our team, I think I'm probably the only person left. I haven't really seen anyone. It's a ghost town around it.
Well, yeah. You actually see the lady ghost, Judy Potter, that walks around?
We've already had this conversation last week.
I know. Have you not
seen her yet? I don't dare leave the caravan just in case.
She's always there. So go on, make sure you have a chat to Judy. Bless her. It's lovely. I'll call her a couple of times just to see how she is and see how she's going. Jack, you've got to look for someone to talk to. There's literally no one out there.
There isn't.
No.
Tina, I could probably get in contact with Tina. She'll chat with me.
Some people just ring you up just to try and make you feel better. Abigail, Jack decides not to go topless then.
Not today.
Right.
Keep it warm.
It's weird what people write in, Jack. So, you actually, I asked you about your TV the other day when I was just having a chat to you. You said you haven't got a TV, you've only got Netflix. Is that right?
Well, I've only, sort of been watching a few things on Netflix, really. Yeah.
So why have you got a TV thing? Surely, we got no aerial? What's happening there?
I don't think so. I've not even attempted it, to be honest. I've just...
Young people.
I know. Well, my wife's telling me off because she's saying, no, I haven't had my jab, Phil. I'm too young, mate. I'm too young. That's insulting me like that.
But good news about your test came back negative, though, right?
Well, we had that hell of a discussion. I went through that torture of having a COVID test, of gagging and going up my nose for 10 seconds each. And after all that, I was negative. It was just a cold. So yes, and thank you for everyone who actually asked. I'm just looking. Not one person, Jack. Not one person said, "How did the test go?" Jack said he would be topless today. That's why I said it. Abigail, stop talking about. I'm sorry, people are obsessed, Jack. Take the bloody shirt off. No, Jack, not now. Take it off. Come back naked.
Okay.
Well, no, topless. Just come back. I'm going to bring you back because I need to talk to some friends. So I'm not saying you're not my friend. Jennifer Money, yes, it was a man, Cole. And I don't know why I tortured myself having that test. No, we don't need to see the strip, Jack.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Take him off, Nigel. Take the man off. No. Oh, my God. Abigail, what are you like? You're making him do that, Abigail. That's your fault. Right, who wants to come and talk? I was just texting when Jack asked glad, can you all clear? Yes, thank you, Christine. I bet you was right about that. She's upset about Liverpool, obviously, because obviously all the family are there. They're all Liverpool. Don't know what they're doing now. Man City are going clear. Right. So shall we talk to John? Let's talk to John Coates, a dear 20 years ago, John, you were large. You came large. And you had an incredible voice. That's what I'm trying to say to you. You was this very young man. It was wasn't your very first job, was it? But it must have been one of you.
It was the first thing I did. I came out of drama school, no agent, no nothing. And I remember seeing this on the stage, and I called, and I think spoke to you. And you said to me, you went, yeah. I said, what is it? I'm looking for some work. So I'm in London. Well, I've got some work for you. It's in East London. It's East London. So why don't you come and get? I said, East. Okay, where is it? And it's at Hopton. I went, right, okay, there we go. But no, that was the first thing. And I arrived there, and I seem to remember you looking for dancers. There was nothing there for me. But obviously, I did something that you liked, and you rejected.
I love because you were quite a large fella, but you danced brilliantly.
Yeah, that's what got me the work at the end of the day, believe it or not. It was never about my voice, never about my acting. It was always, you're a big guy who's nimble and you're light on your feet, and we can use that. And so every job I've done, I've gone, oh, do I get to sit back on this one and just sing? No, you do the big dance routines as well to go with it.
And the list is endless. And for those wonderful days that we had with you, John, it was so you've made us very, very proud. The fact that to knowing that you moved on away from us. I even come to watch you. I think it was Calamity Jane, was it?
It was, yeah, you can see that.
I talk there, but you have been from the West End to probably so many theatres all over the country, touring with tremendous shows, and the list is endless. From like Jerry Springer in the West End, Billy Elliot, and then you had like Sweeney Todd. I got to look down because of Cogsworth and Beauty and the Beast in Panto, Genie, Aladdin, the Genie. So you've obviously been doing Panto, My Fair Lady. It goes on with lots of. Is there anything I'm missing that you're going to say? Yeah, but I really.
No, it's right. No. You seem so cool. I'll be honest. Yeah, I did do a lot of that. And yeah, it wasn't Billy Elliot. And before you ask, no, I wasn't Billy. Because I always say when someone says you and Billy, I wasn't Billy. Either that or times in lockdown has been very hard on me. But yeah, no, I've had a great time. I've had a blast. But all in all, coming back to Potters and what I learned at the end of the day with Graham, yourself, with Johnny, and of course Andy, you know what you taught me, because obviously I got to step up when I was there, because obviously Johnny accidentally, but Johnny one night tripped over a sleeping policeman. Bless him. On his way back to his caravan, and I think he broke his ankle, and obviously
he wasn't drunk though, John, was he?
I never said that. I never said he was drunk.
I'm just going to clear that up with anyone who knows.
Yeah. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. No.
Wasn't drunk.
I'll never have a word said against him. He's a consummate. Yeah, he is. He's completely sober as a judge.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. No, but yeah, no. I stood up and I did that, and I remember I had to step up and I had to do all the comedy stuff with you guys, and that was like stepping into. That was I was so nervous, that huge territory to step into you guys. What we did, the whole sausages sketch and all the other bits and pieces that we did, and it was great. You know, there's moments I was doing stuff and Andy would turn around to me and he'd say, "Oh, hold that a bit longer, you get a better laugh." Now do, and it was just learning, just great advice when you're getting out there. It really is, you know.
And of course, not only that, it wasn't just the shows that we had. You enjoyed the late night scene with the likes of Johnny Cleveland and, of course, Johnny and Johnny and Andy Feet. I mean, those were, again, another learning curve, wasn't it, John?
It was. In fact, the night before my audition, I was in a gallery bar, and and Johnny was doing his late night set with Johnny and Andy. And they said, "Do you want to sing something?" And basically, I just took my sheet music or what I was going to sing, which was "Brother, Can You Spare a Dime?" And I remember singing it, and then Johnny just kind of like grabbing the mic off me and said, "Oh, we got you sorted, and you're in, mate. You're in. You're in. Trust me." After that, but then they proceeded to hose me down and basically take the mickey out of me for the rest of the night. So I became the joke for them, and they positioned me and moved me round and make jokes and whatnot. But it was just great. It was just a great experience with him, and my nights with Johnny Cleveland, every single time without doubt. He's just a legend. I mean, I don't want to say how many years he's been there now, but the man should have a statue while they're me. He's brilliant, Johnny.
Yes, bless him, and yes, he's still going as well.
Yeah.
I know he's still there with us when we can get open, of course, because it's been such a hard time, and not just for the Potters and all the guests that, as you can see, have been linking up to us there, and some friends. I mean, how's it been for you, John? I mean, I've been trying to. I worry a lot for people who live and breathe, you know, the West End and breathe shows and ensembles and singing, and I noticed that you've got a little John Coates UK Live.
Yeah.
That you do sing a few songs. I don't know if Nigel managed to grab something from it. Let's have a look. Oh, you're showing us. Who's that with us there?
That's Johnny. Is that Johnny?
That's when he hurt his ankle. Yeah, that's right. We even made him work, didn't we? Look at that, how he brings that up to us. But we're going to try and find something of you singing. My wife wants to say a very quick hello there. Look.
How are you doing? You're right. Looking great.
I know. She was so excited. She heard, "Oh, lovely to hear your voice again."
Oh, it's lovely to see you.
So what actually have you been able to do, John?
It's been hard, like everyone who aspires to be on stage and perform. Everyone misses the opportunity of doing that. We realise that, of course, there's more important things that are happening at the moment, and it can't happen. But if we can bring a bit of fun, a bit of laughter to people, even if it's online, and we do it for the love, which is normally for free, we're doing it because we care about it, and we just want make people smile. You know, make people smile. That would be the one that's. I mean,
I told you what. I went and listened. I just loved it. It was lovely to hear you sing from. What was it?
Was it the number from Into the Woods?
Into the Woods, and that was funny because Sky. You've not really met Sky, our daughter.
Sky was so giddy when she was around. Whenever I turned and saw her, she was like that.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
She played Cinderella. And she played Cinderella Into the Woods, and again, she loved that. And I said, "Oh, you're singing all on my own."
Yeah. You're not alone. Yeah, it's a lovely song. Yeah.
Let's see if we can hear it.
Mother cannot guide you. Now you're on your own. Only me beside you, still you're not alone. No one is alone, truly no one is alone. Sometimes people leave you, wrong things right there, halfway through the war. Who can say what's true? Others may deceive you. You decide what's good. You decide, but you decide alone. But no one is alone. People make mistakes. Fathers, mothers, people make mistakes, holding to their own, thinking they're alone. Honor their mistakes, fight for their mistakes. Everybody makes one another's terrible mistakes. Witches can be right, giants can be good. You decide what's right, you decide what's good. Just remember, someone is on your side, someone else is not. While we're seeing our side,
John, I'm not going to. I don't want to spoil that, John.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil that. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and you can watch. John Coates UK Live. Am I right?
John,
Live
UK. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
There's a lot there. I love that you do a bit of magic.
Yeah. yes. Yeah, I've got Chris North to blame for that one. That was down to Chris North. You did that, and then obviously, then of course, you did your magic as well. The magic, levitation and all that goes with it, And I started. I think I was I was on tour for the second job. I was in the Scrooge, and I was doing a lot of magic with the guy who did all the stuff with Harry Potter, Paul Keeve, and it just sparks an interest again. And I went away and sort of learned a few bits and pieces, and I don't claim to be the world's best or anything, but I do like knocking a few tricks together for a bit of a fun,
No, but I loved it because I thought, oh wow, John's now doing like hippity hoppity, and he's doing cards tricks, and it's all these lovely little, and they're not long, they're tiny little things there, and I thought that's great to see, and I was thinking like that, and of course you have a beautiful daughter.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Chats away. I've seen some little videos when you try to make her just do some smiling and action like things. He just wasn't playing along with you at all there, John.
No, never with children animals. There you go. My little Eliza now 4 years old. She's 4 in December. It's been hard, like it has been. It's been. She's not with her friends. She's struggling. It's hard, but we keep it jolly in the house, and there's always an element for her to sing, as every child does. But I've met my match now. I've got a little girl. I'm wrapped around the finger. I can't do anything now. That's it.
They do that, don't they? Our little girls. They have this knack of doing that with us, John. But I mean, what's been your favourite role? I mean, what's been sort of your highlight? I mean, obviously. Really, your list of performer, director. Did you enjoy directing when you?
I love directing. I'm doing some stuff at the moment with a society that I used to be with back at home as well, and they're great. They did so well, and they're lovely kids at Song. They've been trying to do a production of Footloose since the last year, and obviously it keeps getting put off, but eventually they'll get a chance to do it because we're getting closer now, aren't we? Let's be honest. We're nearing it now. We're going to be getting there soon, But yes, unfortunately, Terry, no, I'm not. I'm not single. Unfortunately,
he's not been listening to our conversation.
Lovely wife, Louise. I couldn't.
No.
But
Terry, we've got Jack, who is, of course, Jack Jenkins. He's probably naked at this moment, John, which is very. There he is. That's too much.
Flash. That's it.
Well, that's for you, Terry, as well as Abigail, of course.
Yeah.
But I did ask what's your favourite.
Yeah, I suppose for that's the best role that I'd ever do. I don't know. I guess when I was at college, I always wanted to do Sweeney Todd. I got to do Sweeney Todd. I got to be like a second cover to the lead when we were in the West End, which was great, and it's great fun to do. But I guess it's always the job you're doing at the time is your most favourite. But one thing for me that has always stood solid, and the one thing that will always stay for me is what I learned at Potters. Because in the words of Gershwin, you can't take that away from me. What I learned there has stood the test of time. And the problem is, you sometimes get a lot of kids at drama school that seem to look at working at a holiday resort or as being like, or like doing panto is, I've got this. And the fact at the end of the day is there's so much to learn there. There's so much to learn, and it just makes you an all-rounder, such a better performer to do. But yeah.
No. It's been lovely talking to you, John. At the end of the show, we're going to actually play one of your songs. that I actually loved. I heard you sing, obviously being at Southport, Liverpool, and hearing you sing Walk Alone, and obviously with Jerry passing away, and of course Captain Tom made a hit with it, and it suddenly made me, and that's what I'm going to finish with. So for you, John, thank you so much for joining us. It's been great talking to you. We must catch up, and we must meet Eliza.
She's coming. We'll be coming as soon as this is lifted. We'll be there.
You had super comments, John. You had lovely comments as she was singing, saying what a lovely voice, amazing voice.
Yeah, John.
What you, Claire? What are you saying?
I said I'd like to catch up with him too.
Claire said she.
We'll make it. I'll be over. So, well, my brother's now married to a girl from Norwich as well. So there we go. So I'll be over at some point. Anyway.
Terry, of course you're saying goodbye now. She's John, it's been fantastic talking to you, and stay safe, be careful, get your jab, get your vaccination, and I'm sure we'll all get back to working eventually.
Very soon, yeah, absolutely.
And obviously we'll meet your family, come and have a holiday with us.
Absolutely.
Take care, John. Lots of love.
Be good. Bye.
Thank you, John Coates, everyone. Love talking to John. Oh, bringing so memories. In fact, actually, I probably could have talked about so many memories with the likes of Johnny Wade and Andy Feet, Graham Adams, everybody. So look, let's talk to a travel blogger. Not Jack Jenkins. Don't try and bring Jack. Jack, don't bring him on. Don't, Nigel. You're sitting there quite amused there. Abigail, you have done this to me. Megs is saying, oh my God, Jack, don't give my mum fun. Yes, of course. Jack, you make a poorly old woman very happy. Lynn Hawker, surely not. Jack, it's a lovely 2 weeks. Thank you, Terry. That was for you, Terry, because we had to get you off John Coates' back because you asked if he was single. So look, let's Meg's saying goodbye to John. Thanks for the shout out. Danny, look. Now Danny was listening. I would have known. I would have chatted to you. Danny, how are you, mate? In Norwich. Can you believe? Jack, get a bloody top on. Yes, they are going to be saying it. Even Jenny Money's come on to say, wow, Jack, we're not going to talk to you. No, go off. Go off. Let's talk firstly to our travel blogger. This is Andy Mossack, who turned 66 the other week. Was it 2 weeks ago, Andy?
Yeah, all right. Well, don't keep on. It's enough. No. Move on.
But Andy, you originally was one of our original guests that we went way back over 30 years ago. Obviously, you came with another family, the Davises, wasn't it?
Yep, that's right.
The Mossacks and the Davises, and very competitive families.
Let's just say the least. By the way, I'm not taking my shirt off.
Thank you. Okay. What a lovely thought, Andy. What a lovely thought for you to even think that there's women out there going, please. I'm not waiting for someone to ask now. That's fine.
Maybe we should all go topless.
Yeah. Not a great thought for my man. No. Not at all.
No. I've got some great memories of Potters. I mean, in fact, I think Potters was the reason I went into travel in the first place, because if I could navigate to Hopton-on-Sea, frankly, I could get anywhere in the world, right? So
you're trying to say it's not an easy place to get to, Andy.
I owe it all to you guys. But no, seriously, I think my kids, I've got two daughters, Adrian and Rochelle, and I think seriously, Potters was probably the soundtrack to their lives. They were kids. I mean, Rochelle was 2, I think, when we first came. Adrian was, 5, 6. So, and now, they were 18, 19 when we finished. So you can imagine it's a long time. So it's very much a part of our life.
Oh, lovely. And of course, we've known you for a long time as well, to the point that I regard you as a friend. And obviously, we went and had a meal with you, and even your daughter had to come and babysit for it.
That's right. Yeah, it was our 40th wedding anniversary, I think it was.
I thought it was your silver. See how bad.
Maybe it was. Oops.
No, I thought it was your silver, but who knows, Andy? I mean, that's how far we go back, mate. That's over
25. Exactly. It was 25 because everyone wore the T-shirts, didn't they?
Yeah, of course we did. So there we are. We also did an incredible. You invited our team down to do a birthday party, or was it? What was it? It was a Jewish party that we've never done. Can you remember that?
No.
Oh, with the Davis family, yeah. I mean, literally, we had to do we came down. What do you celebrate? What does a boy celebrate?
The mitzvah.
What?
Bar mitzvah.
That's what it was.
Was it?
In a big hall.
Yeah.
We did games. We went outside. It was so hot. We did things like It's a Knockout. We had a mayhem. And you don't remember it, Andy. I worry about things in your life.
I'm sure that was our silver wedding party.
No,
No, it was before that.
no, it's before that, Andy. Way before that, yeah.
All right, okay.
Obviously, Andy, when you do a travel block, do you remember where you go?
No, I make it all up.
It was, yes.
So look, was you not into advertisements? Advertising.
Yes, I had a whole career in advertising first.
Yeah.
And then after that, after 9/11, it all changed and I became a full-time travel writer. So.
And how did you get into that? I mean, because suddenly.
Well, yeah, I mean, the agency I started, we were very involved in travel anyway. We had a lot of travel clients and I was very much into that type of industry, you know. So it was natural for me to carry that on and move into travel properly.
There, by the way, Andy.
Hey, sorry again?
Saying our silver wedding. Is that your wife?
Oh, yes. Yes.
He's letting us know. It was the silver wedding. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like one of the dream jobs in the world, isn't it? When people pay you to travel the world for them, and it's very privileged.
Andy,
I think we might have one or two. Yes, I think so.
Nigel's going to throw in some pictures to us. Now, I don't know what that's about, by the way, but what? That's not
brilliant.
What are you doing there?
That is a little town in Italy, in Umbria, called Foligno.
Yeah.
And it's right next to Assisi. So everyone's heard of Assisi, but no one's heard of Foligno.
Oh, right.
But every year in Foligno, the whole town goes Baroque. And they have jousting. They have like these massive jousting horse racing tournaments where it goes right back to the Middle Ages. But the whole town turns out in Baroque. And the lady who is in charge of all these fantastic costumes, he's actually a Hollywood. She's a dresser for Hollywood period movies. So Hollywood go to her to make these things up. So I was there for this Baroque week, and there's always this huge party sort of feast that goes on in a beautiful old palazzo, and everyone has to dress up. And they got me as this prince, and I had to look after the queen of the festival. So we walk down into this banquet together, looking quite the part. I think it's a good look, don't you?
I think it's a fantastic look. That's not quite the same look for Ben Nevis, is it?
Not quite, no. But that was me and three mates went up Ben Nevis. We sort of did the City Slickers movie where they all go and become cowboys. Well, we thought we'd become climbers. And probably one of the hardest climbs of my life, that was. But good fun. Sure.
No, that's a hell of a bit.
Yeah, that's in the Caribbean. Looks very nice, doesn't it?
And do you get these? I mean, do you get these trips free, or do you actually say, I'm coming, or how do you do this?
I get invited by tourist boards and hotels and restaurants, all various different people, mainly tourist boards, actually, who represent either the country or a region or something. And I go out generally either with a group of other journalists or just me and the missus sometimes. Depends.
And there was some in America, obviously Nashville, which was a favourite place of yours.
Awesome, yeah. I had a great opportunity. That's Detroit, obviously, Michigan.
And that's and do you go and invite yourself in to see these things? I mean, that's like Hitville.
That's right. It's Motown. Yeah, they said to me, well, you know, what sort of things you want to do? Detroit was a real eye opener for me. Actually, Detroit was quite something. It's totally not what I expected. And I said to them, "Oh, can you any chance we could go to the Motown studios?
Fantastic.
And they said, yeah, we can. We could probably get you hooked up with someone too. We could either probably, and she said to me, it'll either be maybe Aretha Franklin or maybe we could get you Martha Reeves. And I was just like in my element, you know. But Martha Reeves was the one who came up with it. And I had to go and pick her up at her home early in the morning to bring her back down to the studios. And she said, you know, hey, baby, she said, this is very unusual for me. She was still putting on her makeup at like 10 o'clock in the morning. And she going, you know, this isn't a good look for me first thing in the morning. So you'll have to put up with it. You know, she was putting her makeup on in the car. It was very funny. So that was a great privilege for me. And this guy, Steve Cropper, and I met him in Nashville. A mate of mine's got a museum there, Musicians Museum. It's a museum that looks after all the session players in the world who created some of the greatest music. And he opened it and he said to me, you know, I'd love for you to come along and visit my new museum and blah, blah, blah. And I knew that he was friends with Steve Cropper. And I said, any chance you could get the Cropper to come along too? And he went, yeah, of course. And you know, those days when someone says, yeah, I can do that. And when you turn up, he doesn't, you know. And when I got there, he said, oh, yeah, Joe's coming up, but Steve's with him. And I spent literally half a day with Steve Cropper, and he is the man. I mean, obviously, he wrote Dock of the Bay, you know, 6, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, you name it. You know, he was the stats man.
It's turning out a bit of a dream job then.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, I have to pinch myself sometimes when I go to these places. But you know, I like to paint pictures, and that's what I like to do. You know, sort of bring the enthusiasm and all of the sort of skills of bringing people to life. That's what I like doing. So yeah, I love it. I love it. Thanks.
And then of course the world stops.
Yes, and then
yeah, and then of course, as you say, I mean, how are you surviving when someone loves to travel and then suddenly you've got to be with your wife?
Well, that's a good question. Yeah, she reminds me every night of. Do you remember when we went here and when we went there, and you know?
You're not alone, Andy. Claire does it to me all the time. Do you know her favourite program, Place in the Sun?
Oh, Place in the Sun, right.
It's like, why are you torturing yourself, Claire? It's a dream. You might want to dream, but all I'm saying is it's very much as if to say, oh, my word, that's what we'd love to be doing. That's what we should have been doing. And incredible. Yeah. So what have you been doing, Andy?
Well, do you know, it's actually 12 months to the week where I had my last trip. And it's flown by. I try to look at it and think to myself, all this is I'm on a long distance flight. That's it. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything except watch TV. So that's how I'm thinking about it, you know. But no, it's good. I do a radio show on BBC, which is called Where in the World is Andy on the radio. And I've been doing that for a long time.
Andy at his home.
Now it's where was I? So I'm doing a sort of a Michael Palin. I'm talking about,
Oh wow, yeah. Oh, that's tremendous.
Yeah, so that's what helps me actually, keeps up the memories going. Yeah, but you know, life's travel. That's what it is. I can now walk to the baker or go to the shops. That's an adventure in itself, isn't it?
Is that your BBC travel broadcast with Andy Mossack? Look at that.
Look at that. Yeah. So it's live from where I was.
Do you do that regular then, Andy, or is that like once a week?
Still do it, every Friday normally. Regional radio, so Leeds, Sheffield.
What time are you doing this, Andy? Just in case you're going to say, "Sorry, Mark, I've got to go." You've talked too much now. I've got to leave.
11 o'clock at night. It's okay. We've got time. We've got a few minutes to go yet.
Look, Andy, I'm going to put a challenge to you because obviously you're Potterite. You know what we're like.
Yeah.
Test on a little game that I'm going to bring Jack Jenkins back and wait for it, everyone. Oh, what a disappointment.
I was inspired by Andy's shirt, so I put on my own.
Good man.
I can't believe it, Jack. You will get such a slating now. Andy Mossack, I keep his feet as well. That's your wife saying that again. Helen Davis and all missing Potters. Yes, near the Città di Castello. Jennifer Money saying, is that near Città di Castello?
Città di Castello.
Obviously,
I'm
it's
not
not.
sure.
You don't recognise it. No, it's not.
No, I don't know that.
No.
Okay.
Well, look, don't worry. We're just bringing up that little bit of people conversations.
You get a company for Nashville next time?
Claire wants to go to Nashville with you next time. Tell
Sure.
us we're all going. Yay, he ain't topless. Thank you. Abigail, you can't go back on that. You're the one who forced us, Jack, to do that. Abigail, I'm ashamed that you've gone back on it. Now, Jack and Andy, this is Family Fortunes jackpot questions. If you had watched any of this sessions of Brewer's House Party, we try and get one of our guests to come and have a go at getting the 5 top answers of the jackpot. Now, have to say, the lowest that we've had, is it 8, Jack?
I think so. Yes.
See how he instantly knows all this information. Thank you, Jack. It's a world you're in. But you get 5 points for a top answer. And if you get any of the answers in the top 4, we'll give you 1 point. So the highest we've had so far, Jack, is 16, Jack. 16.
16. I think I was confident it was 16, but I couldn't.
It could have been 18, though. Was it 18 last week?
It was because that was second, wasn't it? So next week I'm going to go back and I will double check and I'll create a leaderboard for us.
What a lovely thing to do, seeing that you're on your caravan doing absolutely nothing and you've got no information to give me. Andy, your wife wants to know, is the prize a set of matching luggage?
Oh, yes. Remember that?
Yes. Well, it's not a car. It's definitely not a car. We'll never give that away eventually. Right. So, look, you have 20 seconds. I will stop it if I lose my pace and you make a stupid remark and it doesn't make any sense. So I will help you, Andy, as much as I can.
You.
So
Right.
when you're ready, always think of the obvious top answer. That's just all you got to do. And, wish you luck. Don't be the worst. Do not be the worst. Are you ready? Jack Jenkins, get ready to write down the answers.
I'm ready.
I'll be ready. You only begin after I finish the question. All right? The time start. Right. A type of a powder.
Done.
Something is... Stop. You've been to America too long, you have. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm sorry.
I've written it down, but it was a wild answer. I like
It's a great answer, but that's not going to win you anything, Andy, for gunpowder. That is.
Boy, it's a powder.
type of powder. I mean, it's
not exactly what I was looking for. But all I'm saying, Andy, I'm going to start the clock again. Another type of a powder.
Okay, flour.
Something is not alive but runs.
River.
Name something people close.
Doors.
Name something only usable when it's hard, when it gets hard.
Concrete.
Name an excuse a driver might give to a policeman when you're caught for speeding.
I was asleep.
Oh, you were doing so well to that last answer. Andy, what do you mean you was asleep driving, speeding? What sort of...
I panicked. I don't know.
It was a pure panic, wasn't it? It was one of those times. I would have given you the effort, but you came up with an answer that probably won't be there. I'm not sure we can get away with that one, please. But let's see how we got on. Now, name a type of a powder, Jack.
Yeah. First of all, you went with gun. Obviously, we weren't accepting that. And then you said flour.
Is that a pointless answer? It'd be great, wouldn't it? Anyway.
No, well, I'm going to give you flour as a form of baking powder.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good, Jack.
But it's not the top.
What was the top answer?
The top answer was talcum powder.
Talcum powder.
It's obvious. Andy,
Obvious. Yeah, it's obvious.
even Anne would know that. Now,
I mean,
Yes.
other ones on the list, though, I wouldn't necessarily have rated as high as gunpowder. Face powder.
yeah.
No. No.
All women did the face with powder in the old days.
Oh, you mean like
Okay.
Do they?
Grannies.
like
Okay, granny then, Andy. Perhaps this was written by a granny. Who knows? Who knows?
the other one on the list as well, Mark, custard.
Well, that is going.
Oh.
Perhaps it was a granny. Custard powder? Is that actually a powder?
I don't know, but I'm just going with what's on the list. But you get 1 point, Andy, for flour powder.
Okay.
Flour gets you 1 point. Gunpowder, nothing.
Something that is not alive but runs. You could have had. I should have read this beforehand. You could have had eyes, paint. Backside is one of the options. But water. I'll give you river. I'll give you 5 points for that. Top answer, water.
Wee.
Well done.
Good.
Now, name something people close.
You said doors. You could have had for 1 point. Account, book, or eyes.
Yes.
But doors was the top answer, so another 5 points for you there.
So now,
Lovely.
wait a minute. Abigail says they still do use face powder now. But thank you, Abigail. Custard powder can explode. Lynn Hawker, I didn't even know that. That's gunpowder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Extra point, please.
I'll give you a point for the custard, knowing that it's actually exploding. Right, but doors was a top answer. You've now got 11 points, Andy. You need another one, and you'll be a tied top person as a leader. So, what was the question? Name something only usable when it hardens, when it gets hard. And you said concrete.
I did.
I'm going to say, Mark, I'm going to give him that as the top answer. Cement is the cement.
Yes, in there.
Cement. All right. Concrete, yes. What was the other answers to that then?
So you've got to see the other answers for that. Ice cubes.
Yeah.
Plaster cast.
Yeah, when you break something, yeah.
Tires.
Gets hard when you, something only usable when it hardens.
So 16 so far.
16, and this, if you get the top answer for this one, you will be the best we've ever had. And there's been a lot of people out here, Andy. A lot of people.
You're on the leaderboard as well.
Sleep. I don't know.
Name an excuse a driver might use to toot the police when you're caught speeding.
So you really need to get at least a point for this, Andy.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
You said
what was I
sleeping.
thinking?
What was you thinking of? Jack, what are you doing?
I'm getting the leaderboard ready. I've got, look.
You're writing it up. Well, shouldn't you have done this afterwards?
No, yeah, I've not finished yet, but okay.
Yeah, okay. Andy,
The options you could have had, the accelerator got stuck.
Yeah.
Didn't see the speed sign.
Yeah, that's it. That's one I use.
That's because I was asleep.
Yeah.
Going to the hospital, and the top answer, you wouldn't believe it, late for work.
Well, there you are.
Not asleep.
Not sleeping. So unfortunately, you don't get that 1 point that would have made you the out-and-out leader. And Andy, apparently, your wife said there are police officers in your family.
There are. Yeah, indeed. Yes.
Yeah.
2.
Look,
Thank you.
Andy, 16. Who
Lovely.
else? 16.
Well,
Andy Watson. Yeah, he got 16. Anyway, look, Andy, it's been a pleasure talking to you yet again.
Thank you. Yes, me too. Pleasure's all mine.
Give a great big hug to your family, and obviously, when you do get to see Rochelle and of course Adrienne, and you got grandchildren as well, haven't you now?
Yeah, we've got 4, so we're very, very lucky. Thank you. Yeah. Now, one thing I want to say is, people want to read anything that I've done.
Yeah.
Have a look at my travel site, which is tripreporter.co.uk.
Trip Reporter.
Tripreporter.co.uk.
That's a difficult word for me to say, twit.
And follow me around the world. You're all welcome.
Follow you around where you live. Where do you live now? Still like North
Yeah,
London?
we're still North London. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Look at that.
Trip.
Beautiful. Well done, Nigel.
Thank you, Nigel. So look, Andy, that's fantastic. It's been lovely talking to you. You bring back so many memories. Especially the first thing you mentioned to me about you was remembering you scored a goal for the guest team. One of the highlights of your life at Potters, scoring a goal against us.
Yeah, that's true. And Sean was our waiter.
Yeah.
And now look at him.
He won't mention that now, mate. He won't talk to you about. He's not away now. He's our lead singer, one of our big.
I know.
And he's out there as well. Look, I'm going to say thank you so much. We are going to finish, hopefully, Nigel, if Nigel gives me a thumbs up, on John Coates singing to you "Walk Alone" on a tribute to Captain Tom and, of course, Jerry Marsden. And it's thank you for coming on board. Thank you, Nigel. And so that's what we're going to do. Jack Jenkins, thank you for doing that leaderboard.
We'll work on that now.
See, that's something to do in your caravan, all on your own. Andy, lovely to see you, mate. Give it up to all the family. That's Andy Mossack, travel blogger. And I'm going to say thank you for John Coates. I'm going to leave you with this. And thank you, Christine. You've always put on our cloudy day. And it's very nice of you. Stay safe, everyone. And please, do not ask for Jack Jenkins to show his top ever again. Bye, everyone. Yes, and now she's saying keep the shirt on. I'm going to say very goodbye. I'm going to leave you with the beautiful voice of John Coates as he sings Walk Alone. Have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you Monday. Take care, everybody.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm, there's a golden sky and a sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm, there's a golden sky and a sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown.